Delays, waiting, the moments that stretch longer than we imagined. We hate them, we fight them, we check the clock over and over. We feel frustrated when things don't arrive on our schedule. But what if the delay is not an enemy? What if it is a guide, a teacher, a quiet hand showing us something we cannot see yet? What if it is shaping us in ways we will only understand later? There was a woman named Sarah. She had applied for her dream job. Weeks passed, then months. Every day she would check her email hoping for a response. Each silence was heavy, pressing on her heart. She felt anxious, restless, frustrated. She tried to distract herself with friends, hobbies, even traveling short distances, but nothing removed the heaviness inside. One night, sitting alone with a warm cup of tea, Sarah whispered to herself, "Why is this taking so long?" The question hung in the air. The silence answered nothing. Then she added softly, "Perhaps this is teaching me to wait for what truly matters, to prepare myself to receive it fully." Weeks later, she received a new offer. It wasn't the job she had imagined first. It wasn't the one she had pictured in her mind. But as she read the details, she realized it perfectly aligned with her skills, her passions, her growth path, and her values. It offered mentorship, opportunities, and a chance to truly expand. Had it arrived sooner, she might have rushed, overlooked details, or even rejected it without understanding its full potential. The delay had created the space for the right opportunity to arrive. Delays are not denials. They are often preparation, a hidden alignment of events, experiences, and lessons we cannot fully see. A young man, Adam, had just come out of a failed relationship. He was impatient to move on. He jumped into new relationships, switched jobs, and sought solutions everywhere, looking for instant relief. But every attempt left him emptier, more restless, more aware of the gaps he hadn't understood in himself. One quiet evening, he walked through a park, the lights of the city flickering, reflecting on his choices. He whispered quietly, "Maybe this waiting is teaching me to understand myself first." The realization came slowly. He gave himself time to reflect. He journaled, he meditated, he spoke with close friends. Slowly, he began to recognize patterns, boundaries, and needs he had ignored before. He learned what love he could offer, how he should communicate, and how to respect his own heart. Weeks turned into months. The impatience lingered, but Adam's awareness grew. He noticed that the delays weren't obstacles, but teachers. They slowed him down, yes, but in doing so, they gave him clarity. What he wanted, what he needed, and who he was becoming, all of it started to make sense. One afternoon, a career opportunity appeared. It was the position he had hoped for months ago, the one he had thought would never materialize. He was ready, prepared, aligned with his purpose. Had it arrived sooner, before he understood himself, he might have faltered or missed the chance entirely. The wisdom of delay is that it changes perspective. It doesn't punish us. It doesn't deny us. It teaches, sometimes softly, sometimes painfully, that what comes at the right moment carries more power than what comes fast. Sarah and Adam's experiences were different, yet similar. Both had to wait, endure frustration, and confront their own doubts. Both had to trust that the timing of life was not random. They had to embrace patience, reflection, and trust. There is another layer to delay. It is not only preparation, it is also protection. Sometimes, if things arrive too soon, we are not ready for them. We may be emotionally, mentally, or spiritually unprepared. Delay gives the mind and heart time to grow, to stretch, and to mature. Adam remembered a day when he almost accepted a job that seemed perfect at first glance, but after a pause, after reflection, he realized it wasn't aligned with his values. He waited for a better fit. Months later, an opportunity came that exceeded anything he had imagined. Had he rushed, he would have settled for less. Delay protected him from choices he wasn't ready for. Sarah realized something similar. Every delay, every silent moment of waiting was a gift in disguise. It made her more patient, more aware, and more capable of recognizing the right opportunity when it arrived. She had to endure discomfort, uncertainty, and frustration to develop resilience and wisdom. Sometimes we try to force life to follow our schedules, but life has its own timing. The universe, fate, or divine orchestration, whatever you call it, ensures that things arrive when we are ready to receive them fully. Delays can also teach gratitude. By waiting, we learn to appreciate the moments, opportunities, and people that finally arrive. We understand that the value of something often grows with the time we invest in preparation and patience. And finally, delays remind us that control is an illusion. We can act, plan, and strive, but not everything is ours to command. There is wisdom in surrender, in accepting the rhythm of life, and in trusting the timing of our experiences. The question I leave you with is, what might this delay in your life be preparing you for? What wisdom, what opportunity, what growth is hidden in the waiting? Thank you for listening. This was the Power and Stillness podcast. If this episode resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new release.